Hey everyone, I'm Trevor and we are back at the San Diego Zoo for Jungle Bells. This is the first night of Jungle Bells. It is Friday, December 19th. The zoo is really late in its Christmas events this year. So is the safari park, which we will be going to on Sunday. So that video will be out on Thursday, Christmas Day actually. This video coming out on Tuesday the 23rd. So we're just here to have fun and see what we see. I have no agenda. This is not an ultimate guide. This is not showing you everything that there is to do. We're just here having fun. My family's with me. So without further ado, let's get going. It has been a while since I've been here, about 5 months since I've been to the San Diego Zoo, and further than that since I made a video, because I think on our last visit we were just here with my aunt and my uncle, and so we were just having a good old time with them. I did not film it. I don't remember the last time we filmed here at the zoo, but I love coming for Jungle Bells. Their Christmas event is wonderful, all the lights and all the festivities. I'm so excited. I just love Christmas. This is the Jungle Brass group here, as just inside the entrance, and here's a look at the people hanging out here, listening to them. Nothing like a good old brass band to get you in the festive spirit, am I right? Something about it just feels like Christmas. Check out this tree. They always do a good job decorating, and of course we're gonna see a lot more lights a little bit later on. Right now we are headed over to Sydney's Grill. I don't know why we always just tend to eat there on these special holiday type days, but we do. And so we're going over to the Australia sort of urban jungle area and gonna go get something to eat. So I was just gonna not film anything until it got darker, but this is a new little area and I just can't help but pull the camera out to look at some of this stuff. I've never seen lights in this particular, like, I know that they've had maybe projections on the grass through here, but oh, and yeah, projections on the tree. It's definitely gonna be better to see later on. And oh, they've got this like little activate the holiday magic. From 5 to 8. Okay, it's not yet. So yeah, we're definitely still going to come back through this later, but oh, there's something to look forward to. I've never seen them do stuff through this pathway before. So here is Sydney's, and we're going to get dinner in just a second, but behind Sydney's are where the giraffes are, and while it's still daylight, we're going to take this little guy to go see if we can find the baby giraffe. And yeah, the San Diego Zoo just announced a baby giraffe, like 3 weeks ago, something like that? So pretty recent. I don't know if they're still going to be out or not. The giraffes are still out, and I do see the baby. I'm just going to have a hard time. I don't know. He's got his head stuck or something. He's like, oh, he's trying to knock stuff out of it. You can't see from this distance on this camera. Where'd he go? Oh, he must have walked further on the other side. Let's see if we can go down and get him. No, he's over there. He just walked behind that thing again. There he is. Oh, there's the littlest one right there. There's a little one.
The other one next to it is probably the one from July.
Yeah. He's a couple of months old, and then the other one is, oh, look how cute he is. He's really tiny. He's like, I'm assuming that's mom or something, because he's like attached to mom. Yeah, he's like attached to mom. He goes where mom goes. Still trying to figure this one out over here.
Is that like a bag scratcher?
Of course, look at these big ones right here up close, but we're just concerned about the little ones behind the rock. One of the zookeepers was letting us know that the youngest little guy was born on November 30th, so he's 20 days old today. And the giraffe that he was sticking close to was his mom. And also the other little slightly taller giraffe that also looks like a baby was born on July 4th, and so he's 5 months old and is technically the littlest guy's uncle. in terms of the way that the way that things panned out. But the littlest guy and the 5-month-old share the same dad giraffe, but the 5-month-old's mom is actually the mom of the littlest one's giraffe. I don't know if that makes sense. The 5-month-old's mom is the grandma of the littlest one, but they share the same dad, so he's a brother and an uncle all at the same time. Oh, and the dad was the giraffe hitting his head against that bag, and he said he doesn't know why he does it, but he does it every day. He assumes it's to scratch the back of his neck. So now we're coming into Sydney's to get some dinner, and they have the holiday pulled chicken fries. Ooh, that sounds interesting. And we'll have to see what else they have. Barbecue brisket, barbecue burrito, pulled pork waffle fries. And it looks like the little acrobatics is going on over here in their stage behind Sydney's. And so I think that's probably why we always come over here to eat dinner during these sort of special events, because they usually have something going on here. All the tables and all the seats over that way are already filled, but we were able to get one pretty close so where we can watch the show from the back here. So I actually forgot to talk about our food while we were there, but thankfully I did take footage. What you're looking at is the chicken tenders meal here that I got for the kids to split, and then Amy ordered a bowl of chili of some kind that came with chips and cornbread, and then I got the pulled pork waffle fries. I didn't go with the holiday one because that was chicken. I wanted a pulled pork. Well, the food was pretty good. I liked that, and after the show, the performers, acrobats, hung around and were interacting with guests, and there's a lot of people going up and able to, watch them continue bouncing, but in less a show sort of way. And so that's fun that they didn't just disappear immediately. Now it's dark enough we can see some lights. We got a koala over here and another koala over there, because again, we're at Sydney's and it's koala themed. And then this is also the urban jungle, so here are some giraffes. Isn't that super cool? James loves that. Now in the same general area, just tucked behind the little beer garden here, is another area where they tend to do, they've done musical presentations here in the past. It looks like they're ready to do some sort of show. I don't see a piano or any sort of musical instruments like they've had in the past, but maybe they still do music here. We'll try to catch it later. It's obviously not going right now. It started in 5 minutes, but it's every half an hour, so we'll pass by there. It used to be that this pathway was where you would go to see a lot of lights here, which is go down by the bear trail. However, if you look, they've got these little barriers up and says experience more Jungle Bells magic to the left and right. So they don't want you really going down there, which means there's no lights there this year. And so we're guessing that new pathway up here is kind of part of the, to try to get you to stay up this way. But then also, Amy said the Lost Forest. What was the other one?
Africa Rocks.
Africa Rocks has lights this year. So we're going to go do that whole loop. And oh look, the harmonies just started. It's fine. We'll keep going. We'll be back. Because Africa Rocks is going to bring us right back through this pathway to get us to go to the exit later. So this is an animal area right through here. However, it's too dark at this point to see the animals. So the idea of coming to Jungle Bells is not necessarily to see animals, but to just enjoy the holiday festivities. And so, if you want to see animals, you definitely got to come a little bit earlier on in the day. It would probably be useful for me to tell you that Jungle Bells does not have any extra admission. This is just a special nighttime thing. So if you buy day admission, you can come all day long and then come to Jungle Bells that night as well. Again, not a special ticketed event or anything by any stretch of the imagination. And this also runs this year, December 19th through January 4th. And so, again, today is Friday, December 19th, the first day of the event, and it goes for the next 2 weeks. And so all of these light installations are activated by these little motion boxes down there. So every time you see the tree sort of lighting up and then it goes dark a bit, and then it lights up again, it's because somebody waved their hand underneath. So there, see, it just went dark. Not dark per se, but now somebody's going to wave their hand underneath. Boys, go wave your hand under there. So if they wave their hand again, see, look, there we go. That's the activated mode. Well, it was a short little area, but very fun, very engaging. I like that sort of stuff. That's the type of stuff that I want to see when I go to these types of events. This little pathway is fun too. Just the colors is nice. I like lights. I can't get enough of just looking at lights.
Is this why we all get depressed after Christmas? Because we get all these fun lights and then they just disappear.
Especially when you undecorate your home.
I know.
That's the most depressing.
Like at least with fall, you're decorating them for Christmas. You got a couple seasons in a row, and then it's like, bam, Christmas over, nothing.
Yeah.
Until like, you know, there's nothing.
So we're gonna walk along Front Street here. That's the main area next to the entrance and the exit, and just take a look at some of the lights through here. We're heading down towards the Wildlife Explorers base camp. They used to have stuff in there. I don't know that they do this year, just looking at the list of events, but you can see these Skyfaris still going up there. So some animals that will likely still be visible even with the, you know, it being dark, is the reptile house here. You might be able to you know, it's dark still, but you might be able to spy some snakes. This one's got a light on though. A big monitor lizard, so you can see the back of his tail there.
No, but I'm checking what the name.
It's a timber rattlesnake.
Not one you want to play with.
Yeah, see,
I know.
Now, Amy thinks there's nothing down here in the Wildlife Explorers base camp specifically for jungle bells, but it is still open because this is another one of those areas like the reptile house where you're going to be able to go in and actually see animals, because Spineless Marvels is still going to be open over here off to our right, as is like Cool Critters and the other areas that are a part of this land inside the San Diego Zoo. This is like their new kids area. If you haven't ever seen a San Diego Zoo video of mine, they opened this a couple of years ago, and like I said, now it's that's got a snowflake on it. So this is like the little play area. Now there are some animals over here too, but there's like a bouncy bridge, and there's different things that you can climb, net climbs and things. They don't have any slides anymore. Most everywhere gets rid of slides, I feel like. But down here, down below, I don't know if you can see it, but you could probably hear it. They've got a lot of water features that they have here. So this is a great place to bring kids in the summertime when it's really, really hot. Oh, here's where the kids are coming up. You can't go down. It says up only. You lost your shoe? Okay, go get your shoe. I'm going across the little net area here. This is some of the water play areas down here. And over here as well. Oh, I didn't know they had dryers here. They got those, it looks like it requires a credit card swipe here, but I didn't realize they had dryers like SeaWorld. Despite no official event activities going on in here, there are some lights on the trees and some ornaments in the trees too, though they're a bit harder to see. Now we're in line for the Skyfari here. Amy saw that for Jungle Bells, while it's at night, they're just doing round trips. So you can't get off at the other side of the zoo, which means it's going to immediately come right back here. So we thought we would do it. Oh, that's nice framing right there. Well, we're up next on the Skyfari. Now, usually this is just a one-way trip, and then you have to get out, go around if you want to come back. You still can do it, you just got to leave and come back through the line. Looks like we're going to be number 10 here. Here we go! And there's Balboa Park.
Balboa?
And downtown San Diego.
Where's Belmont?
So this area is the Asian Passage and Africa Rocks. All the red and green lights you see up there we'll be walking through in just a little bit. We're going to do that right after this, go down the Lost Forest Trail and up Africa Rocks. The bridge you're seeing connects the gorilla area to the elephant area, and obviously it's still open. I still see people on it, lights going up, but we're not going to walk through those parts of the zoo even though they are open. We're just going to stick with the Jungle Bells pathways. And back up we go. We're just going right on a round trip. Amy was saying how weird it feels to have not gotten off, just because you don't usually do that. But there's nothing else to really look at aside from what we were just looking at on the way over. All right, now that we are off of the Skyfari, we're back up here at the main Front Street area. And we are going to go down to the Lost Forest and do the trails, as I mentioned. And Amy thinks we're supposed to follow the lights. If you saw our Walt Disney World vacation over on SoCal Disney Dad channel, we said we're not supposed to follow the lights. That was dangerous in The Lord of the Rings. But we'll follow the lights here because it's going to lead us along the pathway that we need to go. Ooh, look here. Got some red and green on the cliff face here. Oh, is that Albert's up there? I've been eating at Albert's in a while. Oh, Jungle Java? Okay. Oh, what happened? Where'd they go? Oh, they're coming back. I thought, like, you know, what'd you do, Benjamin?
I really hope there's more than just like red and green lights on the ground. You know, for like this being a light trail.
I know. It's like, are we going somewhere? Are we doing something? We came across a exhibit here, and there's a crocodile up there. And there's another one under the water here. Wow. Now this sign says Holiday Light Discovery. We're gonna... Oh, thank you. Painted Jungle. Ooh. Something just happened here.
This way, everybody.
Ooh, we're coming up on more lights. I like it. So we're going through the Rainbow Forest now.
Come on, guys.
We're coming through this area that looks like it's got like water in the sky or something.
My hands, because my fingers were...
Laser show.
Okay, guys, this is a
Yep, that was the end because it says thank you for visiting. We're in the hippopotamus pool right now, and you can see the dark blob that is him right there. Better viewing on the other side of the glass over there. We'll go have a look. It's like they have the inverted filter on. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. No crocodiles or rhinoceroses. I only like hippopotamuses, and hippopotamuses like me too. We've exited the Lost Forest now, and the panda exhibit is closed, so can't go through the pandas. We are going to work our way up to Africa Rocks. That'll be the final pathway before we connect back up to Sydney's, and then we'll work our way out of the park. Here's a fun light display. Got some candy canes up here. Oh, this here is the Huame Cafe area if you wanted to get some Chinese food at the San Diego Zoo. In years past, this was like event central, be it for the Halloween Halloween event or this one, Jungle Bells. They would have a big stage here. And yeah, this year they don't have the big stage. I don't think we came to Jungle Bells last year. I think last year was the first year that David told me they did not do Aurora, the big light performance show that they would do along the bridge there and then on the roof of the Huame Cafe. So no event like that tonight to end out the night. I don't even know if they do Jambo Dunia anymore. That was their like big like parade that they would do up on Front Street. So I think they've gotten rid of the two major performances. Now it's mostly just a walkthrough experience, if you will. I'm okay with this too. I like chill, relaxing events as well. I got enough stress going to events at Disney. When I come to the zoo, I just want something relaxing. Now before we get into Africa Rocks, there's this little aquarium area, and I saw these bubbles and I'm like, you know, a magnet to them. Ooh, bubbles. Looks really cool. Here is one of their little stage show areas. That's the rock box where people are getting some snacks. And over here is where they do Dr. Zoolittle's presentation. It is at 7 o'clock. The last one is at 7 o'clock, and it's about 20 minutes away from that. We're not going to hang out and watch it. There's probably Dr. Zoolittle himself there off to the right, but they do fun little like presentations for kids, definitely. We've watched them plenty of times before. So we're coming across another lit area. Of course, as always, we gotta go back here. This is the way. Behold, the eighth wonder of the world, the backside of water! O2H! 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 I gotta do it. I can't help myself. I can never, I just can't. Jungle Cruise is in my top 5 rides at Disneyland. Actually, I think I put it as number 3 in my rankings one year. It's much lower when I let you all do the rankings, but I like it at number 3. Space Mountain's number 2, and Rise of the Resistance is number 1 for me, but Jungle Cruise definitely number 3. Back that way behind Amy, there is an animal called a fossa, and I don't know what his name is, but
We like to say it's Moo.
his name is Moo. Why? Because
Mufasa.
Mufasa. What is Frosty doing?
I don't know.
Frosty's like jumping up here. Amy was just like, are any of the baboons out? But no, this is the type of animal they call in. They call them in at the end of the night, and yeah, they're not out. They're back in there. So as we've been pointing out, you can still access the rest of the zoo. Off that way, it'll take you to Elephant Odyssey, and there's a barrier saying that Jungle Bells is to the left and right, but it's still open, and people are walking that way. The lights only go this direction, though, and so there is a very distinct path of holiday activities. They used to have like tons of Christmas trees and decorations over at Polar Bear Plunge. Like the whole zoo used to be decorated. Now I think that they're just decorating just a chunk of the zoo. There weren't like activities in every aspect of the zoo. They were still very much localized to the areas that they are right now, but they have also decreased the amount of decorations, but they've increased their interactive displays, like what we're about to encounter over here at the Cactus Garden. So it sounds like this is another interactive area, like up by the Australia area. There's boxes over here, and he's having the kids be the orchestra for this event. So it's a little fun thing, a way to get the kids activated and involved.
So beautiful. The sounding perfect. Here we go. Keep it together. All together. Time to be finished. On my cue. Yes! Applause! Applause!
So I'd like to get your opinion based upon the information that I've shared, or maybe your previous experience coming to Jungle Bells, or maybe watching one of my Jungle Bells videos on the SoCal Disney Dad channel in at times past. Do you think it is better with fewer lights and displays around the park, but more interactive lights and aspects and shows? Or do you think it was better when the whole zoo was lit up, but you know, it was just basically just walking through? There's snow! We've got a snowfall going on over here. Look at that! Looks like the Harmonies isn't going on. We're back in that area again. We're not going to hang out for it. This, like I said, this isn't an ultimate guide or anything. We're just enjoying. So since it's not going on right now, we'll just keep going. On the way out, I was able to catch a reindeer games. This is a fun little interactive area for the kids. Some like a little dance party.
One hop this time. One hop this time.
Spirit Jersey! I'm a magnet. I'm a magnet. Oh, look at that. Oh, look, it's got pandas.
Cutie Wubby! And Cutie Wubby right there!
Cutie Wubby
Cutie
right
Wubby up there!
That's what he calls his panda, Cutie Wubby. Apparently, it's the same cost here as at Disneyland. Just about. Disneyland's are $80. Look at this ornament. This is really cute. I like this. It's a wooden ornament. $14. And that's going to be it for our time here today at the San Diego Zoo, taking you around Jungle Bells. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. We will be going to the safari park in just 2 days, and the video will be out on the channel 2 days after this one, so be on the lookout for that. Thanks for watching. Click this video if you'd like to keep watching, and we will see you again next time.